25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks, the leader in off-road shock technology.
Wheels for those who don't stall, sputter, or split the difference. Proven to get you where you need to be and take you where you never thought you'd go. Your path is fierce and turbulent, but you are made for this journey. KMC is made for this journey.
Grab a gear into spring at 4WP. This month, save up to $250 on select sets of tires and take advantage of $200 in installation credits on Jeep lift kits. It's soft top season. Check out all the latest tops for your Jeep JK or JL. Gear up on overlanding equipment for your rig, in stock and ready to roll. Grab a gear into spring this trail season and do your rig right with 4-wheel parts.
All right, guys, welcome back. Once again, it is 3 o'clock. I know we were just we were only off the air for about 15 minutes there, but I wanted to come back for one more time. This will probably be our last update today. Most of the top classes are about to finish. The top class, the trick truck class, did just finish, and we saw the concrete motorsports truck of Kevin Thompson and Harley Letner take the win. It was really close. We weren't sure if the 127, the Brenthal truck with Jurgensen driving, was going to be able to pull it off, come up and catch him, and he wasn't. It was just too much today. They started out front, and you know, they had no dust, they had no problems, nothing. So the concrete truck just kind of cruised to a win, and not really cruised, but probably drove pretty hard to a win. But they didn't have any problems today, it looked like, from what we saw. So just a good run up front, and you know, no one ever caught him. No one came within enough time to get the win. We go over and look at the timers. Well, first you can see the map here. We do have our first 6100 truck that's getting close, and actually the Blauer truck is actually closer than this truck. So they're just not tracking. Ray Griffith is actually running second on course, I believe, maybe even third. There might be two that aren't tracking. We're going to have to wait and see some times at the finish. But if we go look at the unofficial, actually, let's go look at the official first. So on theirs, there's only two that have finished on here. I don't know why this stopped updating. This is the best in the desert live timing, but you can see Kevin Thompson did win by about 1.5 minutes over Kyle Jurgensen. That is on the best in the desert site. Now over on the racing track site, we have more finishers. We have 7 now that have finished. It looks like, so Kevin Thompson's first. 1 minute and 39 seconds later was Kyle Jurgensen. 4 minutes back from the lead was Adam Householder. Then the 44, Bill Apgood, is going to be your fourth finisher, 5 minutes and 10 seconds off the leader. Unofficial. These are times are all unofficial. Jax Redline, 5th. So another good run for the kid. Jax is actually very impressive. He's a 16-year-old driver who is driving a trick truck in Best in the Desert and a trophy truck in Baja. And he has had pretty much a really good run every race he's done. This is his first full year. I know he drove a little bit last year, but you know, he's pretty impressive. The kid is pretty impressive, I have to say. You know, for being 16 years old and driving the top class in off-road, he's definitely hanging in there. You know, there's been others that have come in before, you know, and not done so good, honestly. They've come in and wadded it up a bunch. They've been, you know, drove like idiots. They just, you know, you never know when somebody comes in that's new to off-road racing, how they're going to be. And I have to say, Jax has actually impressed me so far. He's driven very smart. And we're actually going to have him on our show next week on Tuesday. So a little top tip for you guys. We'll talk to Jax more then. Anyways, he's 5th. 6th is Steve Olagus, is 15 minutes back. And then 7th, Josh DeJong, was 17 minutes back from the lead. So that's a look at the trick truck class. That's all that's finished so far. We have 7 finishers. Let's go look at the 60. Well, actually, no one else has finished yet. So let's go back to the map. All right, so we're watching for the 6100 class to finish. And the first truck, like I said, Blauer's not tracking. I was hoping that over here on the Best in the Desert site, we'd be able to get a good time, but they're only showing 2 trick trucks that have finished, and then their timing stopped updating. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get a 6100 class finisher time or not. If not, we'll just have to pull that off the screen here. See, this is all mixed with the bikes and everybody mixed in with it here, but it hasn't updated. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Let's go look at who else do we have. Okay, we have the first one car, 1526, Joe David here. He's coming along, getting close to the finish. Then right behind him, we have the 1045. That's your first class 10, followed by the 1086. That is going to be your next class 10 right there. And then it goes back. Okay, so check this out. These turbo UTVs are just hauling the mail. So Mitch Guthrie. Now, what happened to Blurton? Where did he go? Where did Blurton go? Did he stop somewhere? Oh, he's back here. Look at this. So updated 1449. Okay, it hasn't updated. That's why. It hasn't updated in 20 minutes. So there you go. It hasn't updated in 20 minutes, Phil Blurton. That's why it looks like he dropped back. Because he was running up front. He probably still is. Mitch Guthrie was running second. So we'll see. Now, let me go look at the times. Let's pull their times up here. If we go look at the UTV Turbo. All right, so their times. Oh, that's Trick Truck. Come on. UTV Turbo. All right. So this is showing Mitch Guthrie Jr. is first through here, but that's because Phil Blurton's tracker hasn't updated. So watch for his tracker to update. Once that does, hopefully it does again. I have a feeling he's going to jump back in front of Mitchie here, but we'll have to wait and see. You can see here at mile 10, he had a 5-minute lead over Mitch. So he should be in front of him unless he had some kind of problem, but his tracker isn't updating. Now, there is a couple reasons why. Let's go look at where his tracker's not updating. Right here in this corner. Nah. Okay, I'd say there's a couple reasons why they don't update. Sometimes if you roll the car over, the tracker is not pointed to the sky. So that is a possibility always when you see something like this. Because his tracker was working really good all day. So for it not to update right there is a little bit suspicious, especially for 20 minutes. That's a pretty big gap in an update there. So I'm not saying that he crashed or anything, but it is a possibility. And, you know, I don't know. I've been watching these trackers a lot, and it is weird to see them do that. So kind of weird there. Brandon Sims is behind the 911 here, but they're both behind Dustin Jones. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Blurton. That's kind of weird. Anybody watching know what's going on? Let us know. Just got on. Give us an update on finishers. Okay, well, if you just got on, the number 70 is the race winner. So the concrete truck has won. They are first. The Brenthal truck with Jurgensen driving is second, and Adam Householder is third. That's your update. Now, I'm waiting for the first 6100 to finish, and Ray Griffith is the first one that's tracking, but Blauer is ahead of him on course. So, and we just confirmed that with a video that we had at pit 6, I believe it was. So definitely going to be interesting to see if we can get a time at the finish here. Keep looking at the Best in the Desert page. And let's see. So you can select class. And then when I go to here, it only shows 2. I'm hoping that the 6100s show up here, but I don't know if that's going to happen or what. So we'll just keep watching. Once the 6153 finishes right here, if we don't have a time, then we know we're probably not going to get one for their class, which is not good that the other trick trucks aren't on there. Class 1, well, let's see. If you just look right here, we can scroll up a little bit. Class 1 is right here. So Joe David is going to be your first Class 1 car. He's getting close to the finish, less than 20 miles to go. And honestly, there's not another Class 1 car anywhere in sight, unless they're not tracking, which is always a possibility. The next Class 1 car is way back over here, and that's the Sam Berry car, 1549. So it looks like Sam Berry is going to finish another race, or he's getting close to at least. Pretty cool for what they say he is 68 years old, driving a single-seater. Very cool, very cool. Now, the top UTV Unlimited is going to be right here. This is Randy, the 2924, followed by Chris Blaze in the 2910. Let's go look at the times for UTV Unlimited. Okay, Chris Blaze is now losing by 3 seconds. Oh, man, this is really close. So look at this time, 3 seconds. We have Chris Blaze with 4:14:34 and 4:14:31. Paul Munoz Jr. on corrected time at mile 210. So very, very close racing in the UTV Unlimited class. Then we have Randy in the 29:24 back here, and then Michael McFadden is back here. He's the only other one to have gone through mile 210 so far, and that's the UTV Unlimited class. Now, at mile 210, 4:14, let's look at the turbo class. Okay, so 4:02 at mile 210. So that's always funny to me, and I made a post about this a little while ago. The UTV Unlimited is an unlimited class, right? You can do whatever you want. You can put a bigger motor, you can move your suspension points, you can do everything. Why are they slower than the Pro Turbo class? I don't understand that. And some of the guys racing the UTV Unlimited have a Pro Turbo car. So if you have a Pro Turbo legal car, why are you racing it in the UTV Unlimited class? When you want to race it in the Pro Turbo class, I don't know, kind of weird. I don't know why. I guess I do know why. This shows it. So the UTV Unlimiteds are slower than the UTV Turbos. We just figured that out, right? So if you can't win in UTV Turbo and you want to have a shot at a win, you could go race UTV Unlimited, and then you maybe have a better shot at a win because you're slower than the turbos. Anybody that tells you otherwise, I don't know. That's what it is, honestly. I mean, the times don't lie. Look at the time, 4:02 at mile 210. 4:02. Then go look at the Unlimiteds, 4:14. 12 minutes faster in the limited car versus the unlimited car. Very, very weird. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. At least it looks like it's good racing in the unlimited class. The top three are close together there. So so if one of these turbo guys here, anyone in the top, honestly, the top 7, if they went and raced in the UTV Unlimited, they'd be winning right now. See, so like Brett Serapis here, for example, 4:11:58. He's in season 7th place right now in the pro class, but if he was racing Unlimited, he'd be winning. So I congratulate all the people that aren't doing that, for that reason. But definitely, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. Everybody can go do whatever they want to do. So anyways, let's go back and look and see if we have a 6100 finisher yet. All right, so 6130, nope, 6177, Travis Williams, 6153. All right, so Ray Griffith is getting close to the finish. Now this guy's on the highway right here, so Jack's Redline. Jack's Redline was also racing at UTV. Obviously, they must be on the trailer coming to there. Scott says UTV Unlimited start behind some slow turbos. That's a little time. Sure, yeah, they did start behind them, I guess. So we'll give them a couple minutes, and they got to be in some dust. But I don't know. It's not 12 minutes, not 12 minutes slower back there. If you have an unlimited car, you should be able to pass the limited cars. That's what I say. That's like a 6100 car beating the, having faster times than a trick truck. It doesn't really make sense. So what else do you guys want to see? We're waiting to see the first finish here in the 6100. Now let's go look at the Best in the Desert page again and see overall. Yeah, see, so we don't have a class listed here for 6100 yet. If their tracking is working, their timing at the finish, as soon as a 6100 finishes, we should be able to select a 6100 here from the field. But I have a feeling that their timing isn't working at all anymore because there's only 2 trick trucks on here, like I said. So what are you going to do? That ain't working. Yeah. All right. So what other class should we check out? What do you guys want to see? 6100 passing to class 1. Yeah, that is funny. The 6100s passed to the class 1s. There was only 4 class 1s out here, so I mean it's not, that many of them. If you had, some of the other guys that run some of the other races out here, they don't get passed by 6100s. But you never know. Every race is a little different. This race is pretty smooth and honestly pretty fast. Let's see. How's 6197 doing? Yeah, Elliot Watson, he's right here. He's doing really well, actually, Tanner, that you're asking. Let's see. All right, I'll get some updates. All right, so yeah, Elliot Watson is running 3rd on the tracker, but it hasn't updated in 3 minutes. And then Travis Williams Someone says tracking seems to have quit working. Well, you just updated 15:15. Now it's still working. Ray Griffith just updated 1 minute ago. So it's Ray Griffith on the tracker, but Blower is ahead of him. So I have a feeling Blower's at the finish like right now. The problem is we don't know who won because I don't have a time on him anywhere. Unless we can get a time over here. Sometimes they will have times at the finish on here, even when they haven't tracked all day. So we'll see. See Justin Blower down here on the bottom? His tracker hasn't been working all day. This is on the racing tracks thing. But sometimes when they finish, they'll manually input a time here, or they can get a good GPS time at the finish. So hopefully that'll happen here. But I'm not too. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. We'll see. That would be cool if it did, because otherwise this is going to show Ray Griffith is your winner in a minute, but he's actually probably not, because I think Justin Blower is going to be ahead of him. That last pit we just saw, Blower was ahead. Now, where did he start? If I go look at the start order, okay, Blower started second and Ray Griffith started fourth. So that means Ray Griffith was 1 minute behind Blower. So Blower would have to finish, and then Griffith would have to finish less than a minute behind him to get the win. Now, like I said, without having times at the finish line here and his tracker not working, we're not going to know. So it could be really close. Well, I know it's going to be really close, so we're not going to be able to tell you guys who wins unless we can get a time over here on the Best in the Desert site. So sorry to bore you guys a little bit here, but I'm trying to get some times for you guys. Otherwise, we don't really know what we're talking about without times. It all comes down to time. So Elliott Watson, yeah, like we said, he's having a really good run. Elliott has been awesome since in his Honda. Yeah, the kid's really fast, obviously. I mean, anybody that can get in the 6100 class and their first couple races come out here and hang right at the front, they're pretty fast, because the 6100 class is the most driver class in racing right now. The Trick Trucks TT class it's fast. It's really fast. But honestly, there's a couple guys that are at the top, and then everyone else is kind of a little bit behind them. The 6100 class, they're all the same type equipment. No one has a bigger motor. No one has all-wheel drive. No one has any advantages that somebody else doesn't really have in 6100 class. So that is the most driver class there is right now, in my opinion. It's the best racing there is right now, really. It's basically a two-wheel drive TT with a limited motor. That's what it is. It's not limited suspension or anything. All right, so we have Ray Griffith is going to be at the finish. Yeah, see, so this is showing him finishing, but we don't know where Blower finished, so it's got to be Blower. It's got to be. I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys. Sorry, we're not going to have a good. Ray Griffith might have won. I don't know. He might have won the race. We don't know. I don't have a good time on Blower here, and I know he's at the finish if Ray is. I would assume, because he was in front of him at the last pit. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm sorry on that. I wish that Best in the Desert's live timing was working. It was cool that they had this, but then it stopped working after 2 TTs finished, and now it's not working. So I don't know what to tell you guys on that one. But yeah, I don't know. Either Ray Griffith won or Blower won. I'm gonna put my money on it's Blower, just because I saw that last pit and I think he was a minute ahead of Griffith. But it's gonna be very close, and honestly, I don't know. So I don't know what to tell you guys there. All right. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to see before we sign off? I think that's kind of it. I wish that Blurton's tracker had updated. Is his still stuck over here? Yeah, his is still stuck here. 1449. So once again, I'm not going to be able to tell you who wins the turbo class, because Phil Blurton was winning last we knew, but his tracker hasn't updated since about 30 minutes ago now. It's been 30 minutes since that thing updated. So it's going to look like on your trackers, and when you're looking at the page, it's going to look like Mitch Guthrie's out front. He very well could be. We just can't confirm it because Blurton was up there last we knew before his tracker stopped working. So why his tracker stopped working, I don't know. That's the million-dollar question. But yeah, very, very good race though. Like here, well, let's go look one more time at the times here. The UTV Turbo class. Okay, at mile 240. So on here, actually check this out. So it has Ryan, was it Piplick in the 815? He's actually winning on corrected time on here by almost a minute over Brandon Sims. So check that out. We have the 815 winning over the 913 by almost a minute. and then almost 2 minutes over Mitch Guthrie Jr. So Mitch Guthrie Jr. is showing out front in the tracker, but actually he's running third. And then Austin Weiland is less than a minute behind him. Yeah, this is some really close racing going on here, guys. These top four are really close. There's 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes between these top four, and I think it's going to be top five because Blurton's going to be up here. Just his tracker's not showing up, so he's not going to be on this page. So this might be one of the closest UTV races that I've seen in a long time up here, especially up here at the top. And there's Serapis just checked in. They are 9 minutes down to the leader on here, and probably a little bit more down to that one. Somebody says, where is 927? Well, 927, I don't even see on here. Justin Smith, he hasn't been tracking there, Garrett. So no tracker is working on Justin Smith. He's down here at the bottom, and he hasn't had any times today, so that just means his tracker's not working. So sorry, but I can't give you an update on him. Well, we can only tell you what we can see, and we can't see his tracker. Going to be interesting when guys start running Gordon's UTV. See, yeah, I mean, I don't know when that's going to be. Maybe I don't know. Maybe next season, next year. I don't know. But yes, it will be interesting. Now, what category are his going to fall into? That is the question. Are his going to be legal for the Pro Turbo class, or are they going to have to go into Unlimited, or where are they going to fall into play? I think they're going to have to go to the Pro Open class, which is one of the 20 million new UTV classes. I don't know, but yes, that will 100% be interesting once they actually get produced. Until then, they look cool and they sound like they're going to be really good, but we will see. All right, well, I think that about wraps it up here for us, guys. I can't tell you who won the spec class. It's kind of a bummer because I just don't know. Travis Williams, it looks like he's about to finish. We don't know where the first truck finished because there's no times. Let's go look at Best in Desert one more time, see if we get lucky. Let's refresh. No, 6100. Yeah, sorry guys, can't. I wish I knew more. No one has service at the finish line. The trackers aren't working on a couple of the top cars, and the Best in the Desert live timing isn't working anymore at the finish. So we are literally sitting in the dark besides what we can see here. We do know that Concrete won, so I know that. He won the overall, for sure. That is without a doubt. Concrete, Harley Letner, Kevin Thompson, congratulations, guys. They won another race. They won the overall at the top. The spec truck class is either going to be Justin Blauer or, let's see if they have one here just by chance. One more look. We're going to get lucky. No. All right, so it's either going to be Justin Blauer or it's going to be Ray Griffith. One of those two is going to be your winner for sure. I'm putting my money it's on Blauer because I think he was ahead of Griffith by the minute that he needed to be, but we don't know, like I've said 100 times. So one of those two is going to be your winner. It looks like Travis Williams is going to take that third spot. However, watch Elliott Watson when he finishes in a minute. His corrected time could jump because look, he was 50 seconds behind him about 5 miles ago. He ain't going to make up that much time. So yeah, he's going to be fourth. So it's going to be either Ray Griffith or Justin Blauer is your winner. And then it's going to be Travis Williams is going to be second or third. And then we're going to have Elliott Watson is going to be fourth for sure because he's not going to beat any of these three. And then that's it. Looks like Hurling's probably going to finish next, and he's going to be fifth. So that's a look at your 6100s. And then we'll keep an eye on the turbo class. Once again, like I said, another tracker not working, Phil Blurton. So, yeah, his not working here. We got to keep an eye on him. It's either going to be him, the 815, or the 913, or Mitch Guthrie in the 951. One of those four is going to be your winner. Could even be Austin Weiland. He's right there too, but something would have to happen to these other guys in order for him to make up that much time in that short amount of miles that's left, I would see. All right. Well, I think that covers this race for you guys. Hopefully you guys had fun watching today. I know it's a little shorter race, but tried to keep you guys updated the best we could. Big thanks once again to all of our partners, like always, F&L Race Fuel. These guys right here, title sponsor all year. Big thanks to Busby and the Cullens and everybody over there for always supporting us. KMC Wheels, been with us since day one. John Bidding is back at KMC. Big thanks to him. Ryan Edwards, everyone over there for always supporting us. And they have some cool looking wheels too. I really like their wheels the best, honestly. I'm not just saying that. And then 4-Wheel Parts, Joey D, Craig Scanlon, everyone over at 4-Wheel Parts. Thanks, guys. King Shocks. King Shocks, always a good sport. Big win for King today. They got on the they took the victory on the concrete truck. So win for King Shocks. BFG Tires, there's another one. Nate and everybody over there, Cody, thanks to all those guys. And they got the win too on concrete, right? So good day for them. Polaris, is Polaris going to get the win today? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. It's going to be close. We got Guthrie in a Polaris. We got a couple guys in Polaris up front there. Can they take the win? I don't know. We'll find out. Rigid, no one needed their rigid lights today. It's a daytime race. Well, actually, you did. You need to, and you know what? You guys need to have ambers on your cars. So the last race I did, if someone's behind us or when we were sitting in the dust, you know how far you can see a blinking amber on the front of your car? Every single race car, it needs to really be a requirement, and not like a solid amber, because then you might think it's someone's rear light, but a blinking amber. You get the strobe amber in the front, get a rigid light, get an amber on the front of your freaking car, because when you come up on somebody in their mirror, it's a lot easier to see a blinking orange light than it is no lights at all. So even if you're in a daytime race, go get a rigid light, an amber light, and put it on the front of your car. Trust me, people will move out of your way a lot better. Way easier to see. And also Alexander Ford, big thanks to them. Our F-150 is doing great. We're having a lot of fun with it. It looks good with our KMC wheels and BFG tires. And then HCR Racing, thanks to those guys, they make some great products for your UTV. We got some on ours now, and it looks pretty cool. We get a lot of compliments everywhere we go, especially on the arms that they make, the suspension arms. So big thanks to them. All right, guys, we will be back. We're doing a show. I haven't announced it yet, but if you're listening now, you'll know first. Tuesday at noon, we are doing a San Felipe wrap-up show, and we're going to have some guys on from this race. Also, Jack's Redline and a couple other people from that race today will be on the show too. All right, so tune in Tuesday at noon live. We will have our next show. The next race coverage for us will be the Baja 500 coming up in just over about 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks will be the next race that we're live for. All right, so thanks once again, everyone, for tuning in, and we will we'll see you on Tuesday.
RJ, you got the green light.
Following Rigid's legendary quality, the all-new Adapt E-Series has a seamless beam transition and an integrated active power management system that will constantly monitor your vehicle's battery state. The Adapt E-Series will make adjustments to the light output, maximizing performance based on the vehicle's capacity. Designed with 3 unique optic combinations for close-range, slow-speed driving, moderate speeds, and long-range, high-speed driving, a seamless beam transition is achieved through an internal GPS, automatically adjusting optic zones and beam paths based upon the vehicle's speed. The Adapt E-Series, the next evolution in off-road lighting.
There's nothing wrong with looking good, but when riding is your passion, it's performance that matters. Like having the off-road's most advanced suspension. It monitors input from driver and machine 200 times every second and automatically adjusts each shock to flatten corners, soak up the bumps, and handle the hazards. Confidence and control for those who live to ride. Polaris, think outside.
Mark, why does the Growers Company buy Ford? Is there any particular reason for that?
Yes, we do, because we depend on a good product, and Ford has been good to us in the past. We put a lot of miles on our vehicles, and they hold up for us, Joe.
And it was a long time ago, Mark, but you're still buying Ford trucks from Alexander Ford.
We sure do, and we get the same great service even today at Alexander Ford.
Alexander Ford. We were here for you then, here for you now, and long into the future. A difference you can count on.